The launch of 2 new educational video games at New York's famed Museum of Natural History Thursday offers some summer relief for parents worried about their children's screen time. Here to tell us about Dino Tales and Safari Tales is David Miller, Director of Learning for the Kuato Studios. David, thanks so much for being with us today. Congratulations on the big launch last night.
Yes.
Before we get to the video games themselves, tell us, what is the collaboration with the Museum of Natural History about?
So the first game that we designed and produced is called Dino Tales, and we thought what better institution to launch a game about dinosaurs than America's famed Museum of Natural History. So we arranged to host a launch event there and had some celebrity.
It was quite a star-studded event, I understand.
Yes, it was. We had Laverne Cox, Uma Thurman did a beautiful job of reading the tales to the children. Josh Lucas came along, and yeah, it was really quite a special event.
Well, tell us why all the hoopla. What is so special about these games? What makes them different?
What makes them different? Well, what makes them different is that it takes reading into the 21st century. So we've created games. If you imagine, children love to immerse themselves in reading, so we thought, well, let's create an immersive environment which has got beautiful graphics, it's got sound, but it is also a rich learning environment. So as the children play the game, we've got rather a unique technology insofar as they play, the game is actually generating a storybook.
This is the game.
Yes,
correct.
This is the game, exactly.
And so when the child is choosing, it's sort of like choose your own adventure?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's choose your own adventure, but create your own adventure. That's the thing. So we've created this beautiful Jurassic environment, and really the children are free to wander anywhere they like. There's lots of fun activities, like hatching dinosaurs. All your little friends play with you.
And what are the skills they're learning through this video game?
So it's all very much around literacy and language arts. So like you were saying about screen time and parent time, I mean, for us, reading and having a conversation with parents should be one and the same experience. So when a child creates their storybook from the game, the parent gets an email to say, oh, little Lucy or Josh has created a new story, would you like to read it with them? So really this app is about, parent-child time as much as it is about the children's.
So is this one, Dino Tales, sort of a pre-reading app and Safari Tales a slightly more advanced version, or?
No, they're aimed, so we have 2 reading ages. So
2 reading ages,
yeah,
okay.
So the parents can set the reading age of the child when the app is downloaded.
Gotcha.
And so a child may be 4 but have a reading age of 6 or vice versa.
Right.
So we have 2 reading ages, one at 4 to 5 and then one 6 and above.
Right.
So it's quite cool. So they're being exposed to language that's appropriate to their reading level.
Absolutely. So, I mean, as every parent knows, it is so hard sometimes to get your kids off of their devices. What are you guys working on at Kuato Studios that are trying to make the devices themselves more educational?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. I mean, we don't believe that children should be on devices all the time. Absolutely not. So within Parent Corner, within the apps, parents can actually set the length of play session that the child should be allowed, so it can go from 10 minutes to 20 minutes.
Good idea.
Which is a very good idea, we thought, yeah. But we also are very, we want this to become almost like part of bedtime story reading. We want parents to be encouraged to read to their children because we think that's such an important part of learning.
Absolutely. I love reading to my kids. It's one of my favorite things about being a parent, actually.
Exactly, yeah, absolutely. And that's what Uma was saying last night. She just loved this idea that the storybook wasn't just a static experience of reading, but within the storybooks, parents and children can play with the verbs and the adverbs and the adjectives. So it's almost like turning language into something playful, and the child gets a sense of ownership by choosing the words, and the descriptive
and creativity
words.
as well.
Creativity, exactly.
Sounds
absolutely.
great.